Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, and today's video is going to be a very interesting one as it's going to be a subject that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while now, but I've just never really got around to it until now. The gameplay in the background is a Super Fiesta one that I got probably like 20 minutes ago. It's very fresh, and I thought to myself, you know what? Instead of doing a live commentary today, why not just get a nice gameplay, talk over it, and just, you know, give my thoughts and feelings on today's subject instead of having to worry about playing the game, getting destroyed by people at the same time. So today's gameplay is a really close one. I think it's a lot more fun to watch a very intense, close game than watching someone go 40-2 against complete noobs. So hopefully enjoy this. It's a very fun one. But today I'll be discussing Halo 6 and its beta as well. 2018 marks 3 years that Halo 5 has been out. Later this year in October will be the 3-year anniversary, so that is crazy. That's a very long time for Halo 5 to be out, and I think by October 2018, by the 3rd year anniversary, Halo 5 will truly be at a point where we're either in need of something new or the game will just be struggling along. It'll be at its very final moments of having any kind of life in it. Unfortunately, if you guys ever played Halo 4, or if you played Halo 4 near the end of its lifespan before MCC came out, you'll know that it was a very tough time. You'll know that it was a pretty hard time to be a Halo fan, as not many people were playing the game. You played against the same people over and over again. It was pretty upsetting, not gonna lie. But Halo 4 is whenever I started making Halo videos, so I kind of stuck through it. I kind of had a good time regardless. So I personally really enjoyed Halo 4, but mostly because of the friends and people I had to play with me on the game. The actual game maybe wasn't the best in the world, but that's for a whole different video. But Halo 5's beta came out at the very end of 2014 and the very beginning of 2015. I think it came out, I don't know, the last couple days of December 2014. I'm not entirely sure on the exact date, but it was around that time anyway. So it's got me thinking, when are we going to see a Halo 6 beta? Because I'm pretty confident that 343 has said that every new Halo game will have a beta to go along with it, so the fans will get to try out the game, give their feedback, let 343 know what they like or what they dislike, or what they want to keep or what they want to go away. So that is a very good thing. That is very key, as having fans input before the game actually comes out is going to help them so much, especially with Halo as well. Halo fans are very picky. They are very vocal with what they like about the games and also what they dislike. If you've watched any YouTuber out there, they've probably made some kind of video talking about what they don't like about the game. Side note, I hope Spartan Charge is off a cliff and falls into a chasm and never ever returns, but that's a whole different story right there. But now that it's 2018, people are wondering, when is Halo 6 actually going to come out? You know, we didn't hear anything at E3 2017, so people were kind of wondering, you know, is this game going to come out next year, or is it going to come out this year, or do we have to wait till 2020? I'm getting kind of worried. I don't want to go too long without Halo, as it is my favorite game. People are starting to panic just a little bit. I myself, as a YouTuber, definitely relate. I definitely feel that as well. Without Halo, without a brand new game, I don't know what I'm going to do for content. I'm going to have to start doing other games, which is fine with me. I want to start doing that regardless, but again, Halo is my favorite game, so I don't want to go too long without getting to play and experience a brand new one. I'm trying to work out when I personally think the game is going to come out. I don't know anything. I don't know anything for sure. In case any of you think to yourselves, oh, Nick's a YouTuber, he probably hears stuff from 343. That is not the case whatsoever. I literally know nothing like that kind of stuff at all. I don't know anything at all, so please don't get it confused that I might know something or I'm hinting towards something, because that is simply not the case. But personally, I think that 2020 is way too long for a new Halo game to come out. I think 5 years is just a ridiculous amount of time for them to have to spend to develop on an FPS game. You know, it's not some open world RPG game. It's an FPS, so it should not take 5 years. 2019 could be plausible. I think 2019 is definitely probably the bigger chance of 2018, especially since we didn't hear anything at E3 2017, unfortunately. And with 2018, since they didn't announce anything, as I said last year at E3, I feel like if they were going to announce it at E3 this year, and then to roll out the beta and the game within the next couple of months after the initial announcement, that just does not give marketing enough time whatsoever for the game to actually come out. I know with Fallout 4 they announced that game, and then it was, I don't know, a couple months later, like 6 or so months later, that the game actually came out. But that's a slightly different game. That's not, you know, a big FPS title that's going to have a big competitive scene and, you know, try and tide people over for years and years. Fallout and RPGs and all that kind of genre of game kind of can be marketed and worked a little bit differently, in my opinion anyway, when it comes to you know, FPS, because FPS games are just a whole different type of game, as they have so many more things that go along with them. So in my personal opinion, what I think the Halo 6 kind of lead up and build up is going to be is we're definitely going to hear or see the announcement at E3 2018 100%. If we don't see anything, then I'll be thinking to myself, okay, when are we getting a Halo game? Should I like just forget about this series because they obviously have themselves, because they haven't mentioned it in 2 years? That would be kind of worrying, not gonna lie. But I definitely think we'll see an announcement at E3 this year. We'll see some kind of trailer or announcement, maybe gameplay or something, since we didn't see anything last year. I'm not too sure. I just hope it isn't some 20-second sizzle trailer to get us all hyped but doesn't actually show anything. I really hope it's something a little bit more that actually shows something, instead of just being like, hey, here's our game, which you knew was coming anyway, but here it is, a little teaser trailer for it. But whatever they do, they'll announce it, and they'll probably also announce the beta. And when it comes to the beta, I think we'll follow suit with Halo 5. I think we'll either get it at the end of this year or very, very early 2019, and then the actual game is going to release sometime later in 2019, probably like October, November time, around the same as Halo 5. So I think it'll probably follow suit with Halo 5's release, but just a couple years extra of what we would probably want. But I'm definitely in the boat that they should spend as much time on the game as they need to. I don't want it to be rushed. I don't want it to come out before they think it's ready. I do not want it to come out not finished, because that will do nothing but hurt Halo even more after Halo 5's release. You know, Halo 5 is a really solid game, but only after all the updates to add everything to the game. So Halo 6 needs to release with everything at launch, like Forge, BTB, all the game modes. They need to have the game set out exactly how they want it to be, or else it just will not be a good launch and Halo will suffer even more. Halo has had a very, very rough couple of years with the MCC release, which was just completely broken, but you know, they're fixing that, they're patching that now, which is very, very good. I'm glad they're going back and actually sorting out that game for the people that still want to play that game. It is very, very important that they do that, and they maybe waited a little bit too long for that, but I guess, you know, things were going on, they had stuff to work on, so they just didn't have the, you know, the people to do that really. But now that the updates for Halo 5 have stopped, I guess that team are now going to work on MCC, which is good. I'm happy with that, so we will at least get that this year, but that is not enough to tide us over for another 2 years or however long it's going to be until another Halo game. So I don't know if 343 plan to release some kind of side game this year. You never know. I don't want to get people hyped for a side game. I personally think that would be awesome if at E3 they were like, hey, here's this side campaign or mini multiplayer or whatever to tide you over, but I think the chances of that are very, very small, unfortunately. But I just feel like 2 years without nothing is a very, very, very long time. But at least if we do have a beta to look forward to, if it's like 2-3 weeks long, we get to play that, give our, you know, questions and our feedback on the beta, let 343 know what we like and dislike about it. But all I know is I think that the next couple years as a Halo fan will be kind of hard. It will definitely be a hard time, but we've got to stick through it. We got to keep our heads up and just keep excited for the next game. And that is basically what I think the release schedule for Halo 6 is going to be. I want you guys to leave a comment down below what you think it's going to be like. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think Halo 6 is going to come out this year. So let me know why you think that. I'd be very, very interested. I just think an announcement and then the game release within a couple months might be a little bit short, but at the same time, I would love to be wrong. I would absolutely love for it to come out this year, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what 343 have planned. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I know my commentary went a little bit longer than what I expected. We're nearly at 10 minutes instead of the 7.5 that the gameplay was, but hope you enjoyed regardless. In the background, I have a teaser image for my new graphics, so hope you're excited about that. New graphics are coming, new intro is very, very soon, so all of that stuff is going to look absolutely amazing. But thank you all so much for listening. I hope you did enjoy hearing me talk about Halo 6 and its beta and what I think the release schedule is going to be, because I am very excited. I just hope we don't have to wait until 2020, because that is just way, way too long. But I love you all. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you're brand new and you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe as well. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.